How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just wanted to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage from last night, which was November 12th, 2021. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Jungle Boy versus Bobby Fish. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jungle Boy went over with the snare trap. Well, after the match, Adam Cole came out to the ring, and Adam Cole attacked Jungle Boy, and so Jungle Boy and Adam Cole were beating the shit out of each other, and as that was going on, Bobby Fish attacked Jungle Boy from behind by kicking him in the back of the leg. Well, Adam Cole and Bobby Fish ganged up on Jungle Boy and beat the shit out of him, and Adam Cole and Bobby Fish embraced with a hug, and Adam Cole and Bobby Fish continued the damage on Jungle Boy. Well, Bobby Fish held Jungle Boy down, and Adam Cole went outside the ring and got a couple steel chairs, and Adam Cole came back into the ring, and as Bobby Fish was still holding Jungle Boy down, Adam Cole was getting ready to execute the concerto to Jungle Boy, but Christian Cage and Luchasaurus came out to the ring, and Adam Cole retreated, and Christian Cage and Bobby Fish were beating the shit out of each other, and then Luchasaurus went to beating the shit out of Bobby Fish, and after Luchasaurus got his and after Luchasaurus beat the shit out of Bobby Fish, Luchasaurus tossed Bobby Fish into Christian Cage, and Christian Cage executed the kill switch to Bobby Fish and laid him out. And the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, along with Brandon Cutler, came out on stage and alongside Adam Cole, and Christian Cage and Luchasaurus were still in the ring, and Jungle Boy got up from the attack. So Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Well, Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, stood tall in the ring, and the Super Clique, which are Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Adam Cole, along with Brandon Cutler, were on the stage, and both teams were staring each other down and everything, while Bobby Fish was laid out and everything, which that was cool. Match 2, it was Jade Cargill versus Santana Garrett. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Jade Cargill went over with the Jaded. Well, after the match, after the match, Mark Sterling had some cake for Jade Cargill to celebrate her 1-year anniversary with AEW, and well, Jade Cargill didn't want to do it, but ended up giving in anyway. Well, before Mark Sterling could represent Jade Cargill her anniversary cake, Red Velvet attacked Jade Cargill with the spear, and Mark Sterling turned around with the cake in his hands and was trying to plead with Red Velvet, but Red Velvet took the cake and smashed it into Mark Sterling's face. And Jade Cargill got up, and Red Velvet and Jade Cargill were beating the shit out of each other, and all the referees, which are Mike Posey, Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards, had to keep Red Velvet and Jade Cargill pulled apart and everything. That was cool. Match 3, it was Dante Martin. Wait. Match 3, it was Dante Martin versus Arya Davari. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Dante Martin went on. Match 3, it was Dante Martin versus Arya Davari. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Dante Martin went over with the double jump moonsault. Well, after the match, Ricky Starks. Yeah, what? Well, after the match, Ricky Starks got on the microphone from the commentary table, and Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook went down to the ring with a contract. And Ricky Starks cut a promo informing, well, as soon as Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook got into the ring, Powerhouse Hobbs handed Dante Martin a contract to join Team Taz, which are Taz, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Hook. Well, Ricky Starks got on the microphone and was informing Dante Martin that they saw his talent and everything, and they were impressed by it and everything, and Ricky Starks was also demanding Dante Martin to join Team Taz, to think it over and join Team Taz and everything as well. And then Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook left, and Dante Martin was in the ring, celebrating and looking over the contract and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. And that was match 3. That was match 3, by the way. And match 4, and match 4, which was the main event, it was Matt Hardy versus Orange Cassidy in a lumberjack match. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Matt Hardy went over because the Blade interfered and attacked Orange Cassidy with a punch in the face with brass knuckles, and Matt Hardy got the pin 1, 2, 3. Well, after the match, Matt Hardy executed the leech on Orange Cassidy, while Isaiah Cassidy, the Blade, and the Bunny were in the ring, and Chuck Taylor and Chris Statlander were in the ring as well, and while Matt Hardy had the leech locked in on Orange Cassidy, Isaiah Cassidy and the Blade ganged up on Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta, and the Bunny beat the shit out of Chris Statlander. Well, Isaiah Cassidy held Chuck Taylor down, and the Blade attacked Chuck Taylor. Well, Isaiah Cassidy held Chuck Taylor down, and the Blade attacked Chuck Taylor with a punch in the face with brass knuckles. And Isaiah Cassidy was beating the shit out of Wheeler Yuta, and Ryan Nemeth and Anthony Bowens held Chuck Taylor down, and the Blade attacked Chuck Taylor with a punch in the face with brass knuckles. And the Bunny beat the shit out of Chris Statlander, and the Blade gave the Bunny the brass knuckles, and the Bunny attacked Chris Statlander with a punch in the face with brass knuckles. And so the Hardy family office, which are Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy, the Blade, and the Bunny, stood tall, while the other lumberjacks were outside of the ring. And the other lumberjacks to the match were The Factory, which are QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, and Nick Camarado. The Gun Club, which are Austin and Colton Gunn. The Varsity Blondes, which are Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. The Acclaimed, which are the Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. The Wingmen, which are Ryan Nemeth, Peter Avalon, and Cesar Bononi. The Wingmen, which are Ryan Nemeth, Peter Avalon, and J.D. Drake. The Best Friends, which are Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, and Chris Statlander. And the Hardy Family Office, which are Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, and The Bunny. Which that was awesome. Now, besides the matches, I also forgot to add another lumberjack in that match was Fuego del Sol. But that was awesome, nonetheless. But besides the matches, besides the matches, AEW aired a video package of the build-up of the match between Bryan Danielson versus Miro to determine the number one contender. Wait a minute. AEW aired a video package of the build-up of the match between Bryan Danielson versus Miro to determine the number one contender for the AEW title at Full Gear. That was cool. The Super Click, which are the Super Click, which are Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Adam Cole, cut a promo, and Adam Cole was getting ready to talk, and Adam Cole was getting ready to talk and everything, as were the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, but Hangman. Wait a minute. The Super Click, which are Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Adam Cole, cut a promo. Well, Adam Cole was getting ready to talk, but before Adam Cole could talk, Hangman Page came along, and Hangman Page told Adam Cole, I need to speak with Matt and Nick. Adam Cole told Hangman Page, look, you got a problem. You have a problem with Matt and Nick. You have a problem with me. Well, Matt Jackson told Adam Cole, hey, it's okay. Just go on. We'll talk. We're all going to talk. Adam Cole said, are you sure? Matt Jackson said, yeah, I'm positive. We need to talk alone. Adam Cole said, okay. So Adam Cole left, and Hangman Page confessed to the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, and said, look, I wanted to come here and tell you that I'm sorry I was an ass. I cost you and Nick a shot at the AEW Tag Team titles, but at the same time, you all cost me the AEW. But at the same time, you both cost me a shot at the AEW title, along with the Dark Order, which are Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds, in July. And I'm going to tell you all right now, you even attempt to interfere in my AEW title match at Full Gear, just know I will ruin you. And then Hangman Page left, and Matt and Nick and the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, were looking on and everything. That was cool. AEW aired a video package of the build-up for the match between CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. That was cool. AEW aired a video package of the build-up of the match between Britt Baker versus Ty Conti for the AEW Women's title at Full Gear. That was cool. And Mark Henry interviewed Matt Hardy along with Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, and The Bunny. And wait a minute. Mark Henry interviewed Mark Henry interviewed Matt Hardy along with Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, and The Bunny. And Mark Henry interviewed Matt Hardy along with Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, and The Bunny, and Orange Cassidy along with Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, and Chris Statlander. Well, Mark Henry was pretty much talking about how the Best Friends and the Hardy family office have been feuding for a long time and everything, and Mark Henry brought up Mark Henry brought up to Matt Hardy, why do you hate Orange Cassidy so much? And Matt Hardy said, well, Mark, here's the thing. I hate Orange Cassidy because he puts his hands in his pockets and he has no right to be in the wrestling business and everything. And then Mark Henry asked Orange Cassidy, what's your thoughts? And Orange Cassidy was talking about how Matt Hardy was a money-hungry maniac and everything. Well, Orange Cassidy was talking about how Matt Hardy was a money-hungry freak and everything, and Matt Hardy was talking about how he had a bunch of lumberjacks for the lumberjack match that he's paying off and everything, and then Orange Cassidy was saying, you know, Matt, this has been going on for a long time, and I'm getting tired of it. So, after tonight, this whole war between the Best Friends and the Hardy family office is over. And Matt Hardy said, Orange Cassidy? Matt Hardy said, Orange Cassidy, I agree with you, because I'm getting tired of it too. So you're right. After tonight, the war between the Best Friends and the Hardy family office is over. But before that happens, I'm going to kick your ass and this lumberjack. But before that ends, I'm going to kick your ass and everything. And then Mark Henry said, and then Mark Henry said, well, that's enough talk. It's now time for our main event and everything. That was cool. Now, besides all that, Taz, Excalibur, Chris Jericho, and Ricky Starks done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. The referees for the event were... Wait a minute. But besides all that, Taz, Excalibur, Chris Jericho, and Ricky Starks done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. The referees for... Wait a minute. But besides the matches, the promos, and the segments and everything, Taz... Wait a minute. But besides the matches, the promos, and the segments and everything, Taz, Excalibur, Chris Jericho, and Ricky Starks done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Okay. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Jungle Boy versus Bobby Fish. Rick Knox refereed the match between wait a minute. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Wait a minute. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Jungle Boy versus Bobby Fish. Rick Knox refereed the match between Jade Cargill versus Santana Garrett. Paul Turner refereed the match... Wait a minute. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Jungle Boy versus Bobby Fish. That was Aubrey Edwards, by the way. Rick Knox refereed the match between Jade Cargill versus... Wait a minute. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Jungle Boy versus Bobby Fish. That was Aubrey Edwards, by the way. Rick Knox refereed the match between Jade Cargill versus Santana Garrett. That was Rick Knox, by the way. Paul Turner refereed the match between Dante Martin versus Arya Daivari. That was Paul Turner, by the way. And Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Matt Hardy and Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Matt Hardy versus Orange Cassidy in a lumberjack match. That was Bryce Remsburg, by the way. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, the match card for tonight's... the match card for All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-view event, Full Gear 3, tonight. For the pre-show, it's going to be Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter. That's for the pre-show. And for the main show, it's going to be Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page. Wait a minute. And the match card for All Elite... Hold on. Just a minute. And the match card for All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-view event, Full Gear 3, for the pre-show, it's going to be Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter. That's for the pre-show. And for the main show, it's going to be Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page for the AEW title. The Lucha Brothers, which are Rey Fenix and Pena El Cerro Miedo, versus FTR, which are Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler for the AEW Tag Team titles. Britt Baker versus Ty Conti for the AEW Women's title. the Inner Circle, which are Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz, versus Men of the Year, which are Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, and American Top Team, which are Junior Dos Santos, Andrei Arlovsky, and Dan Lambert, in a Minneapolis street fight. Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, versus the Super Clique, which are Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Adam Cole, in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Andrade El Idolo and Malachi Black. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. Bryan Danielson versus Miro to determine the number one contender for the AEW title. And MJF versus Darby Allin. Those are the matches for the pre-show and the main show of Full Gear. And the match card for Full Gear looks like it's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see it. Looking forward to it. But just to let y'all know, I won't be able to watch All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-view event Full Gear 3 tonight because I have a wrestling obligation in Chesapeake because I have a wrestling obligation at an indie wrestling event called World Pro Wrestling in Chesapeake, Ohio. So I won't be able to watch Full Gear tonight. But I will be watching Full Gear tomorrow, and I'll be doing my review for it. But again, I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it and everything as well. And the match card looks like it's going to be awesome. Looks like it's going to be a great pay-per-view. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give my review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage. Wait a minute. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give my review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage from last night, which was November 12th, 2021. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.